Okay, this is the next part of the garage door project, and I have put on a couple of coats of paint. I removed the garage door seal at the bottom. I'm going to put that back on and take a closer look at that. And I've started caulking underneath the trim pieces. Here's an example where I filled that in. Now, what I used is this Dynaflex 230. I've used this for a lot of the siding because it's basically primarily what it says for: window, door, and trim. But in this case, trim. And if you look at the adheres to, it says concrete, so it looks like it should work fine. It's claims that it's fantastic. Seals joints up to 2 inches wide. Now, I started on this side, and I didn't do as good a job on this side. You can see it just got very messy. I was working it with my finger, and I kind of got it all over the place. It was my first attempt, and I did use backer rod. I used this same backer rod, closed cell backer rod, that I had used for this this joint repair. And the way that I have installed it, I have an example here where I've just put in the backer rod and I'm about to caulk. And there's an example where there's two pieces. This piece and this piece, and there's a 90-degree corner there. So to do a gooder job, a better job, I have one piece of backer rod that extends onto this piece, and it extends to the end of the apron. And then I have a shorter piece that extends about to this piece. Now I can fill in, and I can cover the gap that's on the apron. There's still a gap underneath this wall section, okay, but it does not represent a hole going all the way through, and the reason is because the bottom plate of the wall sits on the concrete apron, and I might fill this at a separate occasion. It's not really the same issue. With this undercut trim, this actually represents a way for mice or cold air or what have you, anything, to get into the garage. It's basically sealing it: rain, snow, ants, everything. So I'm not going to do it at the same time as this. And this is the first time that I've been doing this, so that kind of explains why I have a poor job done here. This one was a little bit different. Here, there is no wall. There's no bottom plate. Here, this also is complete. Any gap here would be a path to the inside of the garage. So I did have to put more in there. Afterwards, after I finished with this, I might, if you look behind where this is, you'll see there's still a gap between the framing and this concrete wall, and I might fill that with the expanding foam because that won't be seen, and it's a very irregular. This one is different, so that's how that worked out. Now, the paint that I used for the garage door, I got this paint, which is a latex paint. It claims that it provides mildew and algae resistance. It claims that it can be applied all the way down to 35 degrees. And it claims that it's stain blocking, and it has paint and primer, so it claims to be like magic. This was about $48 at Lowe's. And this is the north side of the house, so originally, before I started, you could see the type of mildew that has built up. I had washed all this with mildew remover before I started, but originally this was all in bad condition. Now, the previous paint that I had used did not have any mildew resistance built into it, so this I'm hoping will be more mildew resistant. And let's take a look at the garage door seal. The old garage door seal was of this style. It's the kind that goes into a wooden door. You basically just nail it in. I had nailed it in with roofing nails. Okay. Now, one of the weaknesses of this type of a garage door seal is when used only with roofing nails, it's easy for the roofing nails to actually pull through. I think you see that a lot. And then this starts sagging down. The other thing about the roofing nails is it's not easy to replace that seal because you have to pry all the nails out. Then, having pried them out, if you would put another one in, you're either going to try to put them into the exact same hole or you're going to put in new holes. It's really messy. So I'm looking for a new solution for this garage door gas seal on the bottom. I'm looking for a new solution there. And I'll have to come up with something. They do have different styles. I could use a large washer. Anyway, and I might put it back in with screws rather than these roofing nails so that I can remove it and put another one on if I stay with this style. Okay? So anyway, that's just an update on where this project is at. Thanks.